Paper Wings fans, it's Erica here, and I have a quick and easy tutorial to show today. Well, it may be easy for some, but I know some people have never heat embossed before. So I just wanted to do a quick video and show you how to heat emboss. I made this card for our October blog hop, and I heat embossed this fence. It was a chipboard fence, and I added black embossing powder to it. I don't know if the camera's focusing. And somebody asked me how I did it, and I just told them I heat embossed, and they said, what is that? So I just thought I would do a quick video and show you how I turned the fence, this fence here, into this. This chipboard is from the Paper Wings Productions shop, and I will leave links below, so if you would like to purchase some of this chipboard, you can. Okay, so I'm just going to take this out. And this just came in one big long piece, and I just cut it down to fit my card. Okay, so there's my chipboard piece, and then you're going to need a heat tool. Any kind of heat tool is fine. Mine's from Stampin' Up. Some ink. This right here is the Versamark ink, but I also have one from Ranger. I can't think of what it's called, but actually, let me look. Okay, there's the one from Ranger that I have, but I like the Versamark the best. But you could also use pigment inks. Any ink that's going to stay wet for a longer period of time will work. Let's see. And then you're going to need embossing powders, and we have a ton of embossing powders in our Paper Wings shop. So make sure you stop by there and check them out if you do not have any. I'm just going to use some that I have here. This black embossing powder from Zing, or American Crafts, that I got on clearance. Okay. So you take your chipboard piece, and then I just inked it up all over. And this ink is really sticky, so just make sure you get it all over. And then take your embossing powder and just sprinkle it all over. And some people store their embossing powders different ways. I've seen them stored in Tupperware containers. I haven't got that far yet. I just keep them in here. Sprinkle it on and then funnel it back into my container. Okay, so then you end up with it like this. And I think that looks fine. So let me just set this off to the side. And then start your heat tool. And I let mine warm up for just a few seconds, and then I will heat my chipboard. Okay. So then you just apply your heat tool, or the heat, to the chipboard, and it'll start to turn. So you can zoom in. If you can see it turning, it'll turn like glossy. It's really cool, and it's a lot of fun. So once it turns glossy, just move on to a different part of your chipboard. excuse my phone. Okay, that looks good. Okay. So then you have your embossed chipboard, and it looks really cool. Oh, sorry. This is the first time using this camera. And I should have put a piece of scratch paper down because now that's stuck to my mat, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. So anyway, that's what the chipboard looks like. And it's pretty cool. But you can also emboss just regular cardstock. And I embossed on this tag I did for the Paper Wings blog hop for September, I believe. And you can see back here I stamped with this circle background cling stamp that we have in our shop. And I just stamped it with the Versamark on my tag. And then I sprinkled some clear embossing powder so you can see the pattern. It's clear and it kind of created like a resist. So when I put my ink on, you can see the color and then you can see this pattern is clear. So I will show you that really quick. Let me put this ink away, or this powder away real quick. So I'm just going to use, if I can figure out how to open it, these Ranger ATC cards just to demo really quick. And where is my stamp I just had? Okay. Here's my stamp. Get back on camera. There. I don't do very many videos, so I'm very new to this, so please excuse my craziness. Okay, so my stamp is inked up. And you can put this on a block. I just don't really, when I use this particular stamp, I don't really put it on a block, but there's like the stamp press you can put it on and apply it that way, but I just like to do it like this. So I just lay it down and push down. And I'm okay if it doesn't stamp out perfectly. I actually like it better when there's missing spots. So, okay, so I have that down. And I don't think you can really see the pattern, but you will in a minute. So then I'm just going to put some embossing powder down. And I should have used an embossing buddy, which is like a little powder tool, and you rub it across your paper, and I didn't. But that's okay. And it kind of just removes the static so the embossing powder doesn't stick to the places you don't want it. So you can see on here there's a couple places that there's powder. And you can go through and clean it off if you want, but I'm alright with it being there. I'm okay with it. So just tap it off, tap off the excess. So then there's your pattern, and it's really cool and it's really shimmery. And when you heat emboss it, it creates like a resist. So if I were to go in with, let's see, some inks. Let me see if I have some. Okay, some Glimmer Mist, or even just Distress ink. Let's see, I have some Distress ink here. So if you go in and you want to color, you can color it, but your gold will still shine through. Okay, so I'm back. My camera died, my camera died yesterday, so I'm back today trying to finish up my video. So let's see, I left off with this here, and I had put some ink on it, and then I had sprayed it, but I don't know if I had sprayed it on camera. So I just sprayed it with some Glimmer Mist here, and I just wanted to show that the you can still see the gold emboss, heat embossing on there. I'm trying to zoom in here so that you can see it. Okay, so, and here's another tag that has already been embossed, or heat embossed, with the circles background, and I just used clear embossing powder for that one. I just wanted to show you really quickly. If I spray it, a couple different sprays, and we have these Glimmer Mists in the Paper Wings shop. We have all kinds of sprays, and we also have some Mr. Huey's. If you've never used sprays, I highly suggest them. They are lots of fun. So I'm just spraying a mixture of colors here. So don't be afraid to get messy and just have fun. So I'm just soaking up some of the spray there. So you can see that you can see the pattern of the stamp. And then if you just wipe away, it'll come off of the ink will come off of the embossed image. Take a baby wipe, and that helps remove some of the color, so the embossed image kind of shines through. So there you go. That's what it looks like. And you can take your heat tool and dry it a little bit. And the tags flatten out once they dry. So you can also take some Distress ink around the edges. So there's that. Let's see. it's just fun just to add a whole bunch of different sprays and colors and just get really cool effects. And the heat emboss works as a good resist so that your pattern still comes through, but you can add lots of colors and textures and stuff like that. So there I just added some Mr. Huey's and just kind of got little spots on there, and I'll go ahead and let that dry because that takes a minute to dry. So there you go. I hope that you give the heat embossing a try if you've never done it before. I know a lot of you have, but for those that haven't, just give it a shot. If you don't have any embossing powder, make sure you head on over to the Paper Wings shop and pick some up, because we have a very good selection, and we also have different inks and sprays for you too. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Bye.